Move these to the side. Seems like something's working. Oh, nice. Okay. What is the string? Do I have anything actually saying here? I think. No, no idea. Let's to the side. This outlet. Put this body over here. The string over here. Passwords. Squad. What else did I have? Where's my virtual? Want to do a streamer mode not here, but within the virtual machine. Windows 11 should be having side streamer bar. I'm able to refresh it. Well, that's not so nice. This is a bit crazy. Let's close this. That. Close everything. Streamer bar, then task. Okay. Let's try this again. Streaming box. Do I want stream see? This insecurity stuff. No, wait. What I want to see is chat. Everything is new for me, so second. Oh, next. You just go to things and get shit to. I don't see. Let's click. Oh, there's no YouTube. Twitch. No, Twitch chat somewhere. Twitch. Content creator something. And stream manager. And we can see the example, we can see the test. Yay, stream bot is working. I get you on that second screen. Cool. Well, I wanted to see it, so this works. Kick. Okay, this is the stream. All of them seems pretty similar. Do I see chat anyway? See the chat here. Yeah. Log ban something. Ban. Okay. So I got the chat working for action. Too much stuff. Okay. So it's cool. Did I even see the chat? Oh. Okay, so I have chat working for 2 platforms. The third platforms. These should have been connected. How are we doing this? Now we're doing this. continue. Okay, streaming bot is connected to the other platform. And now let's see chat. Chat. Okay, goes. This is working. Okay, closed individual windows, I guess. Is there anything else interesting besides the chat? Like chat. Event feed, global variables. I don't know what any of these are. It shows the stream is live. Not interesting. Interesting. I can connect, but not yet. Viewers is eventually need. It's good. I have it. This guy was the spammer, I think. Where's chat? Okay, you're gonna be the chat. I'm gonna get rid of this one of the thoughtfuls for now. Okay, got. So this is not violation, this is just testing. There's no violations going on. Everything's fine. Yay. Stream works. Okay. So what are we doing? I wanted to advertise my small clip before I start dungeon you. I just connect this. Why is it edit? No, I'm not edit version. I want the link to the video catcher. Now what? Yeah, that's enough. Maybe. Let's see. I don't even have my headphones. I don't have the audio working. So much stuff is going on. Okay. Headphones. Start with this. What did I even have in my audio? See, because I'm gonna test all videos soon. See how this works. Okay, let's do this. This is my first clip. Okay. Okay, did I post anything? Clip work on anything? Am I hearing myself on? I got everything open. No, nothing. I need to close all these windows. Too much stuff. I'm thinking this. Shit, there's too much stuff going on. Let's close this. No, I wanted to see if anything changes around here. A little bit higher, but not too bad. Why is my mouse not cut to the second screen? Should be. I did this before it went. Now it just disappears. Is this just one of those times that the thing just goes crazy? I need to restart it. Okay. No, I don't need you anymore. Thank you. You I'd like very much to stay. Let's put here. That. Does this not just render as a video? Is it better for me to download and then there's some options in Blue Sky to say if this would be rendered or not, right? Just my options. Oh, where did this go? This is not good. Should not go to. I'm not happy. No. Oh, this is probably why I'm hearing myself. Okay, this is better. Okay, where was I? You don't need, I hope. Okay, one last thing. Okay, I wanted to know if I'm copying this. This and that, this and that, this and that. This now render a preview for YouTube. Yes. Enable YouTube only. No, I don't know. Okay. Can you hear this? I think only in one of the platform I actually send in the audio from my desktop. It's because of rules and I'm not being totally sure what I should have. Okay, so this is cool. This is my first post of the new content from streaming. I heard maybe in TikTok, Twitter, X, I should be downloading the video and re-uploading it, but I'm not sure. You've unlocked more. You can join the conversation. Okay. Yeah, so this doesn't really work here that one, right? So, what do I do in place? So many things to learn. Go to my profile. Where's my post from just now? Yeah, this one. So, should I actually download my own video here somewhere? I'm going to go to the content. YouTube Studio. Okay. Maybe for now, I have to. What do I want? Let's go to our project, Bird Studio, projects, scripts, and I'll start the emulators with the software so I can put it in the corner, because that's our visual hook for anyone wanting to know what's going on in the stream. And this gets refreshed only once every 5 minutes. I've lost 5 minutes or more. How long are we already on? Like 15? Really? That passes so fast when you're trying to do stuff. So we want to go to content. We want to go and somehow download this one. Our emulators came up back here. I actually considered putting it on the second screen and putting it from OBS. Maybe we'll wait in a second. Did I click download? Second screen. Let's try to bring our video. Can I bring our video? Downloads. 10 seconds. And should I keep the YouTube link? Or not so much? Upload caption file. SRT. I don't have a caption file. I don't even hear. No. I guess that's fine. So let's have posted blue sky. Next. I don't have too much. See. So Reddit also has videos of their own thing. Right? So let's do the same. Well, people with did I say the draft? The community for posting. Just my profile. Oh, I've lost. You know, no one gets exposure to these automatically. I can't even see draft. Oh no, Brandon fit in. Oh, what is this doing? Okay, there's a link to the thing itself. It's a bit weird that it doesn't trend there. Oh, no trenders. Okay, we got the video, we got the link. Okay, that's decent, I guess. Okay, cool. Now what I want. Help me with some photographs. Why is this not actually opening the video camera? Okay, right. Okay. I think I should do this differently. I clear the chat and anything. Let's see the buttons. I just clean here. What's filter? Don't show myself. Below. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. No. I delete my own messages. Ignore. Highlight. No. I'm user. I'm by myself. Okay. Let's keep the chat on the side. Chat is tiny on the other screen. Here. Yeah, I can make it. Okay. Good chat on the side. I think I'm gonna move you to the side, but I'm gonna show you. Just to the side. Not okay, I don't know. Let's keep this. Wait, so I'm sure to the next two. Second stream. Yeah. Where we building this up without much. Even seeing this. No. Don't think I need a bigger screen. Why is this not rendered on top? This part. How come? How come this is not rendered on top of everything else is working, right? Always on visible workspace. Is on. Not good. Now show. Now. Everything just frozen. The full screen, not actually a full screen. Okay. Now it works. Doesn't matter that this is over. Stuff, right? Yeah, good. I don't know what I was showing. Was I showing actually the second screen instead of the first? So many minutiae, so many small things for a streamer to care for. Okay. This is the automation tip. I'm posting this to a niche of reforms. Make sure you modify the text, focus on the form of the episode. Okay. Let me get some water for a second. Dry. Trying to speak so much. It's not. That's a bit. One black string, two black two. Vibe coding. Only time wipes up. No. Oops. Good. Happy to come by chat and real time by and one call without very match stream should be like how they actually give out links to all the streaming things. Types of Twitch just get Twitch. YouTube. Is that How do you actually get into the line? It's the line straight. Verify. No. Later. Obviously that one. Channel. Coding into that. Yeah, do that. Go here. There's 5. To go to my that I want. Lost in that launch channel. Anyone gonna see it? No. Basically, we don't get any title. Yeah. Conform. As my post. Not with match here. Right. Right. Post. Picture. Used. Is this? Oh, not. I took all my own posts. Children. 5. No. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a way how anyone's supposed to. First check diving, sharing. I think I need to figure this out later. Close my on-screen. This. Oh, it's empty. This is me watching other streamers. Actually, put something for myself. So, was okay. So, actually, streaming something in there. Relaxing. Let's see how does this go. Voice noise. This is for myself and for you. And my. Yeah, I think I hate my capture card. Just bought a new capture card. This restarts all the time. Then user. Someone's saying exactly what's going on with my stream. Why do we have mostly bots over there? Good question. Ban the user, can I delete the message as well? Let's see. Give me a second, I'm just moving windows around. Unsuccessfully. Okay. Give me stuff better. Maybe I should just remove my own. Make the preview. Hopefully it's okay. Okay, you're fired. You're fired, I think. Okay. Emulator. Look at our stuff. Remove these. Anything else? Bigger desk. And basically spent 30 minutes to not actually developing, but it's stuff in general. That's fine, I guess, for the first time. I'm kind of getting why people are doing streaming starting and actually doing other stuff. It takes a long while because they're probably checking everything's fine and sending the announcements. Okay, let's consider this the start. So reviewing what we already have, we have the app that should be a camera app. You have the emulator here that comes native with Android Studio or ADB or some kind of Android development tools. You can switch to the back camera, which shows it doesn't now because I need to press a key to make it a virtual camera. Now it blacks out because it wants not in password. This is probably now stuck. What I'll do is turn over here and script deploy the default app. So this will deploy this app again. This is our showcase. We start working on this overlay, info overlay over here. We'll get back to that soon. We have the computer vision. This is the edge detection that we're doing. You can see it's a bit small, but and if we rotate the phone, it works. You can see we're trying to do a wireframe around our images. We'll use that to be able to match the previous image to the current image. Sure. Why? For the edge detection, I want to improve it a bit. Start talking to AI about it. We want to do the overlays. And yeah, we're just starting out. We have the icons for the camera switch as their own component. Now everything goes crazy. I'm not even sure what some of these are. Meta version batch. Samples, low showcase. Default groups. Okay, so this is how the camera should look. If you got multiple zones, it should show here, and you have a zoom slider or press the buttons. You can see in the app, but the app only has, the emulator only has the 1x. It does not have the other zoom levels, just because the emulator doesn't have extended information around the cameras. On the phone, it should look more like that. You can test physical phones as well later, but it's quicker, easier to use these. Okay, so let's get back to where we are. So we started talking with AI. We're gonna You're gonna fix yourself on the do I need to reset? Um okay. Yes. So 150. Not sure why this sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. No, it's stuck. Now the crash. Okay. Windows back. Windows running on. This is important to keep on top. What about this size? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is how the normal camera looks. And when I put the back camera, we basically have a feed from partly like a virtual camera that's fed from just what we're streaming at the moment. I do need to get itself dedicated. Yes. We do test the images here at the moment. Let's see. Okay. Last we stopped around here. How do I move it to the side? I don't. One of the things. Okay. Should be able to see something there. But most of our thing is here. Let's go to the end. See where we ended up last stream or at the end of what is basically. So I asked it to. Just the last thing. And you can remove that part of it. Not where I thought we finished. Okay. So what I want to do is ask it about this for inspiration. What I want to know is, can we improve the edge detection to make an effort of the closed loop wireframe as external to objects that make sense without increasing 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 the amount of details as they done at the internal edge detection. One of the pictures, I don't know if I want to use it where the background is so picture of semi consistent background. No. want to mark any the outline where the background changes to background victim. Maybe. Oh, no worry here. Based on fuzzy valid, they ask it for implement the save image. Go in already. Close the implementation to save. Based on the files you added, the logic to save images to the device's gallery is already implemented. The take photo method is currently configured to generate the timestamp file name, set the save location to pictures, ghost, automative, Android use Wireframe to save the images, make it invisible. Since the requested functionality is already present, no further actions. You would like me to implement the logic for save enhanced metadata, install modify all the land on the person photo button in the range without screen just okay. As detection, you're asking us a question, can I have the files? Of course you can have the files, you can always have the files. Info overlay. What did we want to do in info overlay? Info overlay. What was the last thing we did? So for the showcase, we want 3 stories. One is just the default items with the previous empty chord. All should have values. Second is previous empty with location. So third is for everything should have latitude. Okay. So this is the simple. You're gonna show me the one. So this is the simple overlay, 3 stories here. This is with location, no previous, default, no previous, and with location, that. So we also want to have coloring on the font. Paste matches images. If they both match equally, we want to have a dark green shade. If they match partially, meaning they are within defined tolerance, then it should be shaded on the gradient when bright and dark green gets to the dark rainbow closer the eye to them make them. If they are outside the That's 4. Yeah. For that term, then they should be that. Yeah. The color in question should be the text color. Zoom should always be identical. Your teach role should have color inserts that are normal for high-end phones. So medium to high-end for Android phones. Location data tolerance should match the current location tolerance inside the device. We want showcase to sample all big cases. Perfect match to all data within tolerance and function. Okay, so this is a request for the info panel. This should not have been on ask. This should have been on code. Let's cancel that. Oh, we can do an architect. No, upload is pretty bad. There's a lot of frame drops. We're actually exhausting our networking capabilities. So yeah, so we can see anything going on. CPU is fine. No, we were actually almost using everything, but this is like cached. Use is like half. No, plenty of memory. No issues with disk. Which one? I'll show you that. Wireless, so we're trying to use crazy stuff. What's our actual number? So we have a consistent send of 20 megs. That's our problem. I don't think I have too much to spare for 20 megs. I think we should change our streaming parameters, honestly. Do I actually have anything in the streaming parameters for these guys? YouTube kick, configuration, they use the same encoder. NVIDIA. Can I send you NVIDIA one? Should be open first, but the problem is not the actual thing. My problem is what bitrate. Can I get you alright? 3 megs. So we have 6 megs, 12, 18 megs. So that's how we get to 20. If I'll reduce you And we actually frame this through. We can go with higher quality for lower. What happens if I put better quality for the same bitrate? How bad would this be? I'm so wondering if I should reduce our main output. What happens if we go to better quality at lower speeds? I'm gonna try to restrain. Stop. See. Stop. Stop. And did I stop just to record? Stop the stream. 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 Let's see how it's gonna. That is gonna be still okay. No. Okay. We now within the better range, so it jumps between 9 and 13. Let's see. This is going to be a bit more stable. And my other screen is frozen again. Because every time I'm touching OBS that the other screen goes. Should have finally updated. Okay. So we are now between 10 and 12 megs. Should be a bit better. How did we get from 20? So we just 2 and 3, so we're just like 5 megs. And we're just from 20 to 12. Does it make sense? Might have done something then. Check stream. Maybe give me a second. Let's see. Let's see if I get my own stream working. Just want to see for a few seconds. Maybe. Not this question. Does it sound okay? I can see my stream is basically delayed, but I mean the quality is fine as far as I can see. See the thing, hear myself. Edit the files. And of course, I want you to edit the files. Always edit the files. Always edit the files. So we asked about the pictures. It said something. No, it fixed something. What do I see? How much are we reviewing AI stuff? Depends if I trust it or if it's like from scratch. Probably just let it be. If I'm trying to do a thing, I might check it more. Remove the enabled preview. Okay. Oh, the other guy is speaking my rhythm and drives me crazy because I think I'm hearing myself. I have no idea what he's saying. Explanation of save enhanced metadata. Why did you say this is just a placeholder stub? It takes the file, prints a message, prints a debug intended purpose. It is designed with a place where you would implement to save extra information or to save a sidecar file. Why the app crashes? Crashes happens because of threading rules in Android. You take picture function performs the image save operation on a background thread never executed. When the save is finished, on-image save is called on the same background thread. Inside your call styles, those callbacks to try to update the UI, like showing a toaster, changing bottom color. Android forbids updating the UI from a background thread. Causing a called from one thread exception to fix. I will modify this to ensure. Okay, so you're saying this will be fixed. Okay, I don't know why I'm trying to actually listen to another stream. It's not working. Okay, so you're saying you fixed it. We'll check it. Info overlay should be the easiest. Why do the window reset every time? Okay. How do you want to implement it? To implement this, we can just check if it's done properly. So we have the camera button, we have the info overlay. Do it one by one. Edge detection was the chat, so it keeps resetting. To improve the edge detection to focus on outlines and ignoring tonal textures. We switch from next neighbor comparison, which picks up every pixel of noise, to a spread gradient center difference approach by comparing pixels in the middle ones. We effectively smooth out while catching the stronger gradients to pick on numbers. Yeah, the changes. Okay. So are you executing now, or was this a chat? In the test, I don't see a commit, so implement enable changes. So the architect and ask etc. is not per chat. This is annoying, but important to know. Okay, let's redeploy both Wireframe updated into the terminal. Terminal is fake. Script CI. It's already doing the changes. Maybe I'll leave it a second. And we'll deploy all the changes. Yeah, always edit the files. They're like behavior. Nothing is just in a quiet information now. Maybe option. Not to commit, enable complication much files control before editing file. Options. Next agents. Okay, you're editing the files, really? Should I wait for you? Yeah, steady. Okay, commit. Let's deploy the two versions. Let's see what we get. Let's show this one string so people know what we're working on. I feel like I should start getting key phrases for editing videos. It's like, now we're question for AI, request for AI, and now we're testing the approach for AI. Okay. Something. So let's test the computer vision. Did we get the changes we want? Okay, interesting. I make this even bigger. So it's like making it bigger. We can see a way thicker line around the flowers for the first image. It's interesting. It's an improvement. We don't see the internals. The internals we've seen more on the other images. Can I see the other images, please? No. For some reason, when I flip the phone around and it wants to actually do something, so well, I've upgraded the computer to not have that issue. How is our stream is pretty good. I think no drop frames. Suppose on the main one at least. Okay, so is this gonna start doing something? Huh. Oh, it's because we're flipped on the other side. Okay, computer vision. Let's review computer vision. Okay, so we can see the three images. Wait. This seems a bit like we had before, but we have more details in the middle that I didn't want. This is a total mess. I don't really like it, to be honest. Why do we have thick or config different lines in some areas? We get too much details in the other areas. Also, my aim for a more complete outline doesn't seem too much was there. Let's see if it can do anything. I'm starting to think this is close to what we get, and I still am not just like the actual images I want to test the edge detection with. So maybe we'll need to put it aside for a while. This doesn't work. Okay, let's jump into testing the info overlay task. Go to the info overlay. A reminder, probably not. So what we wanted to see in the overlays is to have those colors gray. Okay. So we have the not matching showing yellow. We have the perfect match showing the dark green. And we have the within tolerance showing the brighter greens. Okay, one thing is, and I still want the old straw is one without div values, one without div values, and without page. It's details meaning flat and well. This is one thing. For the within tolerance. And we make the zoom in pitch 0.05. Say, it's kind of silly. Just like to see all the cases at the same time, and this is kind of 001. Just want to see the entire thing looks the same here. And currently it's annoying me. Can we make the yellow or not matching less intense, closer to the like bronze. Now, that is sense. Okay. So, asked for AI to improve the info. Okay. So now we want to test the saving of the image that AI has made. Let's see if this doesn't crash the app. And it still perfectly does crash the app. The app still crashes on the key. So, edge detection is finished. Let's test the edge detection if we got any improvements. We first need to deploy the. Let's just deploy the showcase. Let's give those names and numbers so it's easier to reference. Let's call it task 1 is the info overlay. Task 2 is the task 2 is the edge detection. Task 3 is the photo save button. There. So we deployed showcase to check it task number 2, the edge detection, or computer vision and how it's called in showcase. Do we see any major difference? I don't see it. I don't think so. So we still have the thick one here. I'm not sure why on a widescreen we cannot scroll past to the next images. Don't do that, don't do that. Here I can. Let's just decide. Oh, we have a lot of samples, right? I'm not tell it to remove all these other rubrics. Okay, at detection. So task 2, new instructions for AI. Remove all the other examples. Alright. just basic. So okay. So for the other tasks, let's redeploy the app again. We're gonna be reviewing the task number 1 info overlay. Just gonna wait for the deploy to finish. Okay, so finish the deploy. Let's review the info overlay updates. Task number 1 info overlay updates. So overlay, this should be a very simple task. So first we asked him to bring back the no previous, here's the no previous default, no previous with location. Basically the reason we have this is to be our control for any changes that we can see stuff isn't cleared out when we do other changes. So for regression testing. So not matching, we see all of them yellows. We changed the exact color of the yellow. Do we like this more? A little bit. I think it made it a bit green, and I just kind of wanted it a bit darker. I think it's okay. Need to see total results of the camera if it's fine or not. But the background is very indicative. So for the perfect match, we got still the same for within tolerance. Did you change the shade of green? I think so. Still have the zoom on the other green. It's not even the other green. It's another totally different shade of green. Okay, I think this is good enough for now. I'm sure we can improve on that when I know the connection. Let's call the info overlay task done. Let's archive it. Now what we're missing now to integrate that into here. I've had this info panel just for testing the information from cameras. So apparently there's a huge difference between what different cameras report, their compatibility. It depends on the actual vendor of the camera. This is one of those things that people really hate developing for Android about, because each device does their own thing. Each vendor and each device, and there's no consistency. So I used the info panel basically to discover the capabilities are really different, and yeah. So what do we want now? Now we want to ask AI for the first task for the info overlay to actually connect it to the app, and we want the button to be able to trigger it or disable it. Yeah. Okay. Integrate into the main app. What we want is to display this overlay at the bottom left corner of the main camera. Did display Should I say? I think it's fine. Let's translucent and all of that. We also want a new icon for use for overlays. Want that icon to replace the current info button, and clicking on it should enable disable this overlay. Default on should be saved as reference of the user. So after being clicked, should be saved in the app info app config, and next the app loads it start with the same status. Okay, so I expect in this task for AI to actually ask for new files, because currently it's only working on that very specific component file, and now it needs to know about the icons, and it needs to know about the camera file, because it needs to actually change the camera file. So I'm not happy because I already see it spitting out a lot of code. I called tool to do, get items, and got no to do items. What? You're not in agent mode. I don't like this too much, but let's see. Let's see, let it work a bit. Okay. Jump into task number 3, the edge detection showcase asks us a question. Can we get more files? Yes, get more files. So we asked to remove the other showcases. There's icon light, icon dark. No, I think you're losing it. No. I think it deleted the other ones. I think we made a mistake. Okay, how about reviewing task number 3, the photo save button? Did we actually deploy? Yeah, it was on the main screen, right? So if we click save now, okay, the app doesn't crash. Progress. And it saved the image to somewhere. Photo capture successfully, content, media, external images, media. So there's a photo somewhere. Well, we'll need to test this with an actual phone. Need to get the actual phone ready. Then start one of the phones, and then we need one of the cables for one of the phones. I don't know where my cables are. I got some new cables. I guess I'm gonna use some of the old cables until I find the new cable. So we have a script to deploy. Why is everything frozen? Cannot choose the keyboard. What happened? Oh, my keyboard is disconnected. No, we're done. What happened? When stuff can go wrong, it will go wrong, and on stream. I don't have keyboard control anymore. I have the mouse. I'm gonna fish out some of the cables, I guess. I'll be right back when I figure out. Well, the other screen is off as well. This capture card is really bad. Just bought new green. I thought it would be decent. Does it fix my keyboard by any chance? No. But I can go to the screen and say, I'm gonna be right back. And I will in a second. What happened? No. Is the sound on? Myself back. So I got my keyboard working. I didn't want to deploy to a physical device. I didn't get the device actually connected. Maybe we'll say mistake. But back to Mac. Okay. What cables did I move around? Here's the cable that I actually wanted. Put it close to me, but then so it goes yet. So this is the cable I wanted to use for the phone. To start the phone first, properly. Log into the phone. And then we should have scripts to deploy our default to a physical phone. If we can see our phone, we can deploy to our phone. We'll see in a minute if that works. And yeah, it should ask, and then you go to spawn, and not yet sure how I'm showing you the screen without Android Studio, so I'll open Android Studio. That's the only reason for it at the moment. Let's see, I can show our phone from here. Something. Yeah, this one. And Device Explorer. No, what did I say? Just open, view, something. Act. What do I do with this? Just going here and checking around the device. Oh, so the phone here. Connected to device. Should be connecting quicker. I got the quick cable for you. Come on, move. Okay, so you can see how this is on the device. Here's my little table pad. I'm gonna show it here in a lot. So remember I told you we have these different zoom levels on the phone, unlike the emulator, and we can use them. Use the slider, and getting to support the wide camera lens proves as a challenge. But anyway, we have these, and we can have the camera as well. Yeah, that works. So we didn't break anything yet. Maybe. And then clicking the save the take photo button. So we crashed the app before. Let's see if we actually fixed it. Click, and nothing happens. No photo capture. Does this mean the photo is actually captured? Maybe. I don't want to test it on stream. The phone is not reset, so maybe I'll check it on the side and maybe I show you, or maybe I don't. Let's see. Oh, let me just take a second and test it. Everything on this stream is tested. So if AI is coding, we are just testing. So I'm going to the photos, Google Photos. Do I have any Google Photos here? Should have, here's the photos. My question is, can we see these new pictures in the Google Photos? And my answer is not necessary. Now, can we see the new directory? Somewhere there's backup device folders. No, some device folders. Is there a new one for our app? We have Reddit, scene from download. Ghost Photo Native. Yes! I actually have a new folder with our images. And we can see them somewhere. Yep. This actually works. Didn't want to actually back them up, but show you. We take the device again. Take. So you can see this is Google Photos. You can see the icon on top here. The Google Photos, and these are the images we just took. We can take another image just to prove this works. This is my capture card that is annoying me. Hey, we have edge detection working. Okay, let's take a picture. Save. This edge detection is actually pretty cool. It's not on top of the image properly, but it's pretty cool. Oh, it seems like the layout is a bit... why does it not identify our table path as something to edge detect? It is interesting what it's choosing to actually edge detect. Why not the keyboard? What needs to happen to trigger it? You have the keyword. Interesting. Is it only happening when I'm on landscape mode? Notebook. Ooh. I know it looks like it sucks, but it's cool. Okay. Let's. I wanted to show you that it works here. So here's the new image. Just get more images. Okay, and it's not photographing the edge detection, which is what I hoped would be fine. Would happen. Okay, let's disconnect this. No. Okay, so we tested our taking photo doesn't crash, and it saves to the expected directory, and it's readable by another app, the Google Photo app. So I can think this task is done. And archive this is done. It's kind of annoying that the archive just disappears. So I can see archived. So photo save. But then we don't have the number. Okay. Let's delete the king task. So there's some space. I'd be happy to clear this empty task, but not happy. That's how it's worked. Okay, so our info overlay task is asking for more files. Of course, we say yes. We always say this. Okay, so we actually have one thing complete. The save images is working. That's really, really nice. Edge detection is dodgy, and okay, so edge detection, we actually told it to move the showcase stuff around to delete, and I think it deleted too much, but we need to test it. So let's deploy our showcase app. So we have this showcase app, so we're gonna test what it has done. Hopefully it didn't delete everything. Because I think it said it did. Yeah, it kinda did. Can I use undo in here? Not so much. Especially when other remove unused. I meant want you to remove the other faces inside computer vision only. Do this properly. I think we can go to the coding agent. We don't need the architect. It's not something complicated. Doesn't need thinking about this. I wonder. Open. What do I want? I want Firefox. I have too much stuff now. Drag the window back here. Shut. Yes, cables around. Those other issues. GitHub data dash test data is just find this. Let's see what stuff is going on actually here that are active. Jointing here that are this is for a while here. Now what's going on? It is confusing. This is what I ought from that. Okay. Wanted to ask questions, blank issue, question, return request. So, the mode should be the chat, not the code. Data mode, we mean agent code ask. Couple and always faster one. And one is very slow, one is used tasks per task. Remember you ask on your some information just told was in well, wasn't sure if it actually changed code or just suggested it could be that my thinking of either just is like having multiple terminal windows either each expect it to come from the class status and not to know is to just notice the last used node is just global. So for switching tasks present in the last state mode. I'd like for each task to say the last mode is used. And more, and I covered that when I'm switching tasks. Alternative is just make anything. Notes are just me having just me either memory Oh, good. Let's see. The information outside this reference back additional context and so that's roles that take a long while returning to them as they finish to okay. This is one thing. But other is layout resets one size window. Folder sets one says into windows. Right. Crazy before. Context file. Okay, so if I shrink this and then full screen, stay the same. This is the same. Okay, well, so be just half screen gross. Yeah. And this layout resets one. Resets the windows. I'm frustrated when no magpie. When resizing the Weirdness window and the text files somehow resets size. Mostly the context files window close to minimum size and the higher rated best window Um, drag to a field on half of the string. Sorry. Large it either full string or full wider and large it back when they files. Some window mishaps actually largest files. We have here too. Um, no, 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 no. Actually, have all laps. Start on. I don't know how to this is. I just plan those was what the all stage. Well, I this was previous moment. Apparently that's that. Movie stuff. Okay. Wanted to note one more thing with the tasks. I might have in the magpie actually try and recognize for me. What about me before? New version is ruined. Cool. Wanted to know something else drove me crazy a second ago. And I totally forgot what I'm doing. Something else for the layout. Oh, the end. Feature. Switching. Should go down to last. Should go down slash random the last message. Always frustrates me when switching between tasks. It has one checks and when the window opens, some purpose to the top of that you have to scroll down. Scroll down. Anyway, now the button. Also, the chat is not really rendered, so yeah, I used to end the multiple times to get to that. I actually want to go into my last message. Recall what I last and see response was this start, which usually has more text for both. Actually, we both last more likely with the answers. The text outputs what is going to do what it did is my from flow to a page. Wish I could just turn on the camera and show you the negative. I kind of can and kind of can't. Anyway, was broken code changes where people being saved in position the last one the last position last chat and get back the chat reload next position. Alternative this is was okay. Any additional context? What other context? Sure. That's a messages. So several days. Long running tasks. A lot of messages all the time when you several days. Working things. Well, which is the only reason, which is the main reason to use later desk. Yeah, guess that's it. Now close. Good problem descriptions, I call it. New version, restart now. Let's go back to where were we? So, one of them I told him not to delete the entire showcase. So frustrating. Overall. I will remove the unrelated showcases from the creation within the unedited. Okay. So one is the edge detection showcase and one is the big info overlay. Okay. Did I lose the keyboard again? No. Why am I? Okay, we can restart you for now. Check for updates, restart. Okay. Just kind of close. This is bad. Okay. Get you back. Get you deploying both. Select. Oh, don't really need you. Here we do, but we don't. Get you back there to the site. Now everything crashes, everything crashes. Something wrong. Get back here to the desk. Did it finish? Fix issues with Ada not loading on Windows. Okay. Change log. Can I make the Windows sleep? On sleep. Then after that, there's another. Yeah, I'm starting to get tired and a bit hot. So, this might not last too long. I have a feeling you're the one that destroyed everything. I'm gonna let you work. I'm gonna put you in Mount Agent Mount, Architect Mount. Never leave broken state when you're going I don't know if it matters as much once we're using AI to fix the broken state. Maybe. That was a big rule when I was a manual developer. Yeah, I think classic development, humans code, and I'll call a manual developer. Um, was important not to leave stuff broken, because getting back to broken stuff the day after is horrible. Also, just having it in your head is really bad. Like you carry it with you home and sometimes to sleep, and it's just like it's not good, not a good feeling, not a good situation. Not good for your mental health, not good for your personal life after work, not good for anything. Yeah, that's why we started having all the rule. You get to have those rules like don't do anything that could break on a Friday or end of day. After a certain hour, you try not to do certain tasks. Is you need to decide what you do when. Try not to do hard stuff at the end of the day. Try to have at least 1 hour of easier tasks at the end of the day, or half an hour, or something. Don't leave the hard stuff to the end of the day. You don't want to keep stuff that's broken or overly complex, not in the code to return to them tomorrow, not in your head to keep after work. Just life tips. So this is editing files. Editing files is like the last step. Let's see. I prefer to have a working situation when we end the stream, or end the workday, or end whatever. Oh, we're still at the decent hour. I don't know if I should end the stream or keep the stream going with a be right back and be gone for lunch. um, yeah, let's try this. Okay, didn't crash on compiling or linting or whatever. It's good. It's a good start. So we have two tasks in flight. One is the showcase cleanup, just removing the other stuff in computer vision here, but keeping all the other window menus that were destroyed in the last batch. The second is showing the overlays in the real app on top of I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, okay. It's actually decent. This is kind of what I expect. It's kind of okay. But the edge detection. So if I undo, does it actually undo just this conversation or last commit total? So that's a critical distinction. But it's not a task for you. It's just undo. Replace missing layer, icons with star and add missing imports. Let's just see if I redeploy this. Ah, I like redo. Redo. Yeah, just redo. So I think this is broken. Redo. 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 What is redo? Redo is the last user, but it's gonna be a different redo. We want to bring back all the deleted component. So this tests we just wanted to box the television. Well, our just back. Okay, this is running. Should have referred it last. I forget to have minus. What was it? Actually had an issue just when I was inspecting this. Game is language. What was our stream since we restarted? 50 seconds. Not stable events. Why do I have two of them? Not sure. Looks pretty bad. Last hour. Couple of unstables. Sure want that. Those are tiny drops. What does my OBS says? They dropped 1 to 2% of all pockets. 1600 pockets. And in the last 2 hours. So the first stream, which was higher, was pretty bad. Second stream, not so bad. I have no delay, still going up to 5k. So it's 5k, 5k. Okay, so we're good here. Achievement complete, new day, new stream. Yay. Thank you. I'm streaming to myself. No viewers, no chairs, no one. Hallelujah. Okay, these are still running. Oh, I got some food. We're not sure if I should stop the stream and start the new stream later, or I should just keep the stream and say, I'll be right back, but it's not gonna be right back. I'm gonna take like a half hour off or something. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I don't like to end the stream when it's all broken. But AI is being slow. Really slow. Thinking. Okay, I'm gonna grab fruit. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna start the stream itself hopefully today. Like half an hour, an hour. But anyone cares. It's just me. So no, don't stop streaming. Don't stop streaming. Those